Hi everybody, this is Dale Sorgen, one of your candidates for the office of Governor of the great state of Washington, and this is a moment to imagine liberty. This morning I got up early as I normally do and I got ready for work, and then as I try to do each morning I sat down and had some breakfast and I opened the newspaper so that I could catch up on the local and state news for the day. I really enjoy reading the local paper because it's one of the few places where you can find news and human interest stories about the people that live in the towns and the communities that are around you. Of course, as a candidate for the office of Governor of our great state, I also like to stay abreast of the news as best I can through as many resources as possible. So you can imagine my surprise as I read the paper to find out that apparently the two candidates for governor, one representative from each of the ruling political sides with the most money, of course, were discussing a series of up to 15 different debates. They had already worked out the details for several of the debates, but they were still working on the agreements for some of the others. How great is it that our democratic process is working so effectively that the voting public will have the chance to see the two leaders of each of the ruling political sides go toe-to-toe in these debates? And how great is it that our newspaper and other media outlets report this without any question that any other candidate might even exist or have anything worthwhile to say? Please forgive me for my sarcasm and my pessimism, but it's hard for me to see that either of these things is really that great at all for our election process. Considering the debates, though, I guess I have to ask, what could we possibly learn from one debate, or 15 for that matter, that we don't already know about the two ruling political sides? Certainly we'll learn that each side has a new leader for their political party, and we'll be assured that each new leader has a vision that is fresh and bold this year. But despite the fact that they tell us every election cycle that this time it's different, things always seem to be very much the same, only the faces change. Also, considering debates, I have to ask, what will we the people have to do in order to get our newspaper and media outlets to at least begin to consider the possibility that our two-party only system is perhaps at the root cause of many of our issues? We sent all of our campaign information out to as many news outlets as we could find information for, but we've not received a call from any of them regarding our campaign. Maybe we don't have enough money to be worth their time. But it seems to me that somewhere in an article about gubernatorial debates, someone would have asked the question, at least to those organizing the debates, what about the other candidates? All things considered, it's probably best that they didn't invite our campaign anyway. It often seems that our message of financial and social liberty sometimes doesn't play well to the crowds that gather for these debate events that are really only set up to highlight the leaders of the two ruling political parties. But fortunately, we're finding that our message does resonate extremely well with all of those who are truly in search of liberty. I invite you to check out our website at www.imagineliberty.us to find out more about our Imagine Liberty campaign. If you've already decided that the two-party system is giving us all the good candidates that we need, then you're in luck, because one of the ruling political sides will probably have a candidate that's just right for you this year. But if you're willing, I'd like to invite you to join us this year to break the cycle and have the courage to think independent.